Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we call the daily Bible reading our spiritual manna. The lectionary reading is more than just a reading. It's a journey that nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Wednesday, June the 25th, 2025, the second week after Pentecost in the season of ordinary time. Ordinary time is for celebrating and living an extraordinary disciplined life as we grow and experience spiritual growth. The lectionary reading is from the Gospel of St. Luke, authored by the Gentile doctor of the same name. Luke chapter 9 opens with Jesus sending his 12 disciples on a mission. He gives them instructions on conducting themselves, then he empowered them to cure diseases and subdued demonic powers. The disciples are pleased to share all that has happened when they return. The next few days were busy feeding people and teaching people, and then Jesus decided he needed time to pray. So he took his inner circle of disciples, that's Peter, James, and his brother John, up a mountainside to escape the crowds, leaving the other 9 disciples to help the people. The lectionary reading is verses 37 to 43 of Luke chapter 9. As Jesus and the 3 disciples returned down the mountain, a large crowd met them at the base, along with the screams of a tormented child and his frightened father. The father was glad to see Jesus and wanting to know why the disciples could not cure his only child. He explained to Jesus that when a spirit seized the child, it would torment him endlessly, throwing him into convulsions, and he would be left foaming at the mouth. He desperately wanted his child healed, and the disciples could not cast out the demonic power that controlled his son. Jesus told the father, "Bring your son to me." As the father was bringing the child to Jesus, the child began to convulse again. But Jesus rebuked the demonic spirit, healed the boy, and gave him back to his father. The disciples questioned Jesus and asked why they could not help this father and son. Jesus' response might surprise us. The disciples had seen the miracles Jesus had performed. They were on the sea when the storm came up, and they heard Jesus speak and calm the storm. They listened to his sermons and his teachings. But Jesus said they were faithless and did not believe in him. Jesus wondered aloud how long it would take for that to happen and for them to believe in him. Many in the crowd that day were curious and skeptical, and the disciples were unbelieving. Jesus had left the 9 disciples for just one day, and they soon discovered they were powerless to deal with the chaos and struggles that plague the people. They needed to know that without Jesus, they could do nothing. We cannot handle the chaos and difficulties in our lives alone. Jesus extends the same invitation to us today as he did to that father and to his disciples. To the father, he said, "Bring your child to me." You can bring all that ails you to Jesus. To the disciples, he told them they needed his help to be successful. You and I need Jesus' help. So I encourage you to have faith and trust God.